Alright folks, don't worry, you've not missed anything yet. They're just having a quick practice before they get going. Alright folks, welcome back. We've got the final here now between Boo and Mark Taylor. Both from Keith, I understand. Coming into this place and making it their own, how dare they. Right folks, I am munching some crisps, so I will periodically drop out just so that you don't have to listen to that nonsense. Okay, so Boo is on reds. Maybe going to try and cannon into this yellow, is he? Yeah. I think if his intention was to come onto that red nearest the black, he probably needed to hit that with a bit more pace. Probably asking quite a lot to get the absolute perfect flick on it. I just have to drop this red in the middle, and then I'm not too sure what your options are from there. Guess it'll just depend on the lay of the land. I played that really well. Really nice shot, okay. Okay, do you try and drop on this red, or do you try and flick it out a little bit, leave yourself on the one in the middle? Yeah. Oh, it's unlucky. Right. So there is a plant on, but it's a bit fiddly, and the unfortunate thing now is that position isn't guaranteed to get on that last red near the black. So he's in a bit of trouble now. I think that would have been the key shot that he just played there. He had to get full ball on the red, and now he's in a bit of trouble. Scales will be wondering where this was 20 minutes ago. Oh, he's not potted the white, has he? Oof. Where's the cue ball going? Okay. Looks like the red has blocked the yellow into the bottom left, so it might just be a containing shot here from Mark. Ah. Finally, we have someone at the table who doesn't go all-out attack. Is he thinking about trying to cut this red into the middle, splitting those open on the right-hand side? He maybe is. No, okay. Thank God for that. Might have been a bit too attacking. This yellow closest to the bottom cushion. Can you see enough of it to cut it over to the left-hand corner? Okay. You might have just left Boo an opportunity here, Mark. I thought that was a little bit loose. I think if you can see enough of this red, play it with top, come between the red and yellow. Is he screwing it, is he? Oh, well, that's a really nice result. I maybe would have played it with top so that I didn't have to cannon anything, but when you're playing as well as he is, you just have that confidence, I suppose, when you're playing cannons. I think that's a really nice angle there. You should be able to play this with good medium speed and still hold for the black into the bottom left. You can play a little bit of cushion first here, but I think really you're just kind of aiming for sort of the knuckle. Just play this with a touch of drag or a touch of stun, whichever your preference is. Try and hold for the black ball. Wow, he's played that really well and came through the gap. Okay. I'll be honest, I didn't see playing it forward with side. Right. Can you see enough of the black to pot it in the middle? Just worry about hitting the yellow first. You play it with a touch of right hand side. Yep. Oh, as we say, that was a clean hit as well. Right, great chance for Mark here to win the first frame. And as we saw in the semi-final, you really need to win these frames if you're going to have a chance of beating Boo in this current form. So these are opportunities that you cannot let slip by. Okay, come up to the middle of the table for the yellow in the top right. I'd play the one in the top right because that bottom left yellow is better for getting on the black in the middle. Yeah, there you go. I'm not sure if Mark actually played to get on the one in the bottom left first and then thought better of it. Very confidently cued. Played everything there like he knew he was going to pot it, which is a good sign. Okay, 1-0 to Mark. All right, for any of our Keith watchers, is there what's your score predictions for this one between your two homegrown boys? Well, I mean, I don't know if they're homegrown, but they're from Keith. All right, Boo continuing with his excellent breaks, and as per usual, there's always one awkward ball. So reds would be pretty good here. Might have to go yellows if that cluster there, if the furthest at the top, God, it's hard to describe sometimes. If the top of that cluster of 3 yellows goes in the middle, that's probably going to be your starter ball. And you need to figure out.
Maybe play it off the other yellow. That's, I don't know if it's,
Well,
the other yellow's too high up.
Yeah, I think you can just leave that one. Yeah, so if you play this yellow into the middle, maybe leave yourself in the next yellow. You can try and play the cannon into the two of them. Oof. Okay. Now then, this will be a confident shot. If he cuts this down the rail with left-hand side to develop them, then you know he's feeling good about himself. A quick stretch of the thigh, okay. So is he going to do this? Cut it down the rail with left-hand side. And here we have Mr. Graeme Scales himself. So, Scales, do you want to give the fans out there your feedback from the match?
I missed it. I was a bit slack at 3-0 up when I could have probably played a little bit safer, and then I had a couple of rattlers at critical times that if I'd potted, I think the frames were there. So Boo was just pretty ruthless. Once I missed, he either didn't miss or he got me in a snooker that was giving him the chance to finish it. So I can't have really any complaints. Just didn't play well enough.
We thought that there was a big moment there when it was a chance to go 6-3 and ended up going 5-4. Wondering if that was going to be the turning point for you.
Yeah, no, I felt that myself. And then he missed. I think it was almost the very next frame. He missed the first red.
Yeah.
And I just played it too quick and didn't leave myself the double. I wanted to leave myself the double, and then I was just far too aggressive. I tried to screw a ball into the corner and come straight back and open the red up. The shot was never really on. It was awkward queuing as it was, and
absolutely.
Never mind, wasn't to be.
Right.
I'll just have to come to the Royal Rumble now instead. It was the same night anyway. So.
Oh well, there you go. That's the real reason.
Prize.
Yeah. Oh, see. Boo has played another loose shot there. Played one in the first frame.
He was struggling with the pace of the table in the first match.
You must have been wondering where those shots were when he was playing you.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I think your option, probably your only option here, is to play it in the top left with plenty of top. Come off the cushion just below the right middle. Yep, just like that, up the top. Unlucky.
Giving Taylor a good chance here now, though.
Yep. But that's what he likes, giving people leads just so he can drag them back. Yep, so like we said in the first frame here, if Taylor wants to win this match, these are opportunities that you can't let slip by. So he has to take these out.
Just that slightly awkward one in the middle of the bottom cushion, but oh, that wasn't a nice kiss, though.
Nope. Oofed. Alright, play the fudge. I reckon you just skiff off the red at the bottom right here and just roll up behind it.
I know he doesn't like to play them. He might play that one in the left, in the middle.
Yeah, you've called it. Okay, you obviously know his game better than I
Yeah,
do.
he's an all-out attacker, Taylor. He'll just go for everything.
Okay. That might end up playing into Boo's hands then.
Yes, I think so. I think that'll be where it's like you said when he's going for it. I think he has to take it out because if he misses, he's so aggressive that if he misses, he's gonna leave Boo these sort of chances here.
Yeah. Okay. What sort of angle has he left himself here? Yeah, I think you can probably screw over to the left-hand side of the table. Take the yellow on the top cushion. Yeah, just like that. I think he's left himself enough angle now to come out of bulk for the yellow into the same pocket. Yep, and then just drop it in, black in the bottom left, and we'll call that 1-1. There's a nice escape there for Boo. Could have easily been 2-0 down there.
Yeah, Boo was commenting on the quality of the table as well. He says it's excellent. He says the speed caught him out a couple of times, which is a positive, I suppose, because it's we've just been it being such good quality. But he says he had confidence going up the rails, and
yes, yeah, that's a big part.
You don't have to blast anything when you're screwing it back or topping it through, or it's more about the quality of your cueing rather than actual cue power.
Oh no, the dreaded ball left in the table. It's just cost you another 50 pence. Alright, so we had Trendy was saying good start from Taylor. Can you turn up the mic volume? Is it still real quiet? Okay, I'll just pull it a bit closer to me. See if that helps. I also speak with quite dulcet tones. I'm not quite as animated as Russell and Reg and Scales here, especially when they've had a few. This is commentary to fall asleep to. Davey G, yeah, we're just saying Taylor can't afford to be loose, and unfortunately he was. Doesn't look like he's having the same level of success on his break as what Boo and Scales have had already. I know it's early doors, I think that's just his second break, but it could be quite telling. So Scales were saying in the previous chat that my missus is currently cooking a roast chicken dinner. So when I get a message, I am out of here.
Excellent.
Without hesitation. So I hope you're ready. I hope your mindset is ready to come and take over the mantle if needs be.
Yes, I can certainly manage that.
Good stuff. What's your score prediction then for this game?
I think it'll be quite similar to the last one. In Boo's favour, I would say 7-3 or 7-4.
Yeah.
To Boo, yeah. Just I say Taylor's an excellent player, but he's got to be really at it because he's so aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Boo can be slightly off, which he hasn't been, but he can be slightly off. But his safety side of things can still win him frames.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that was an inner over shot there, which has worked out okay for him. So one thing here, I suppose, that we can't get out of our people here on the stream watching it is that you ask for score predictions and you get none.
No one's really that keen.
No one's brave enough.
Put their neck out.
Yeah. I'm not asking you to put money on it, folks.
Just an interesting conversational topic if we can get score predictions.
Trendy is asking, are you streaming the other final of IM2 on Tuesday evening, Reg versus Adam McLeod? I think Reg would appreciate if we didn't see him getting absolutely pumped. but I
yes,
don't
we
know.
Will be.
Well, there you go. That's your answer. So in the semi-final Scales, we had over 50 concurrent viewers at one point.
Oh, that's excellent. Really
We're
good.
only at 28 at the moment, which shows that they all turned up for you, pal. And once the main man was off, they were like, I'm done with this.
It's actually amazing how many more viewers we get when we've got Keith players playing.
Oh, I.
They really support the pool through there, so we tend to get a lot more viewers when the Keith boys are in.
Fair enough. Russell saying, don't make his head bigger, Gav. All right. Let's see. So, Boo still on reds. Does he try and get on a skill shot here? I think that's what he's doing. Gonna go for the skill shot. Red into the bottom right. I don't know. Does the other red go into the bottom left?
I would imagine it must be if he's going to take that on.
I don't think it
Doesn't
does.
look like it does. Would he just knock it out and put the white in behind the black, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. I think that makes sense. There's a good...
Especially having the red covered up the pot, over the top pocket as well. He's left him a half chance here.
Yeah.
If he drops that in the middle, he's got a good chance of getting on the other one at the top.
Yep.
Not exactly how...
I think you drop this to try and get one of the ones in the middle first.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Yep, drop it in.
And
Nicely
I think
played.
the one on the left-hand side, I think I'd be playing off of that now to maybe...
It's a bit thin, I think. I play this one
be
dead
going into
straight in the
red,
top. Yeah, play this one dead straight in the top first. Do these yellows pass each other? No. Okay, so then yeah, take this one in the top first, then the middle, bottom, and black.
It's all about
so
just getting a good position on that one at the top, isn't it? If you,
Yeah.
That's going to be the shot that wins the frame.
Okay.
Is transitioning from the top of the table back down again.
Yeah. He's held that nicely.
It didn't look like he had the angle there to hold quite as well as that. So that's a good shot.
This camera angle will deceive you quite often. So just got to be careful with this one. He's played that
really
well.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the good shot, isn't it? Where you find the approach line, but he's maybe got a touch of angle. How far down the table can he come? Might try and come across the table here with top right. Oh, he's not.
And I think it was the pace is just kick. It's not put enough top in. It's more a stun. He's almost played there.
Yeah, he didn't cue through it the way he needed to. Double
it.
Yeah. Oh, he's not close, unfortunately. Okay.
Yeah, it just slightly caught him out there, Gav. I'm with you. I think it would just with a trace right hand side, I would have been topping that off and coming back across the table rather than trying to come off a one.
Did I say left hand side or right hand side? I meant right hand side. I hope that's what I said.
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
I'm sure the viewers do.
Yes. So drop this one in the right middle. Oh, I'm surprised he played it that way. I would have maybe tried to just drop the one in the left middle, left corner, and then...
He was very, very comfortable with these kind of shots against me, leaving himself long, but the issue is if you're not quite on it, if it rattles on that, if it just catches the jaw at all, it will not drop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
And
see.
that's a big angle.
But he's going to go for the double because he's been loving his doubles. Cheers, Russell. Appreciate it, bud. You're my number one fan. I love doing this.
All the appreciation you get.
You got to earn it.
Yeah.
So do you play the cut double into the middle, or do you play the double into the corner?
I think I'll be doubling it in the corner personally. It looks like you...
Oh, he's going for the safety.
That's not an easy shot.
Yeah.
That was a difficult shot to try and play. And that always puts me off playing that sort of shot is if you fuck it up and leave him, you're thinking to yourself, could I have doubled that?
And I'd like to apologise on this so far flawless stream for that F-bomb. Jeez.
Is it not past the watershed yet? No.
7:30. Right, from now on, all Scales games start at 10 o'clock. Oh. Unfortunately, Russell, times are tough. That chicken will be getting used for like dinner tonight, lunch tomorrow, dinner tomorrow. We'll be making it last.
A nice curry, perhaps? No?
Nah, put it roast chicken. Just put it in some sandwiches with some crisps.
Yeah, that's always
an
good as
absolute
well.
dynamite. Or just heat it up with some rice. Oh, was distracted by your F-bomb, forgetting to update the score.
we must be having a toilet stop.
Yeah, I think he's going for a wee break. So we're going to turn off the mic for a minute and we'll be right back. All right, Woodsy, it was 7-4. 7-4 to Boo. Scales had his chances, but unfortunately just wasn't his day.
Just wasn't quite at the level required today, unfortunately, but that happens sometimes. It's not always easy to play your best pool.
No. Hi, Davy G. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all for just a plain chicken sarnie, but sometimes a bit of texture. Don't dwell on it too much, bud. Right, Mark has gone for reds.
That was an aggressive play. Getting this one straight away.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he is just going for it. So I think for me, if I'm Boo, I've already worked out my strategy is going to be play him into positions where he'll want to go for it and then just hope that he doesn't take them out. Yeah, like something like that, yeah.
I had a tremendous match against Mark in the Moravia, I think it was the quarterfinals, and I beat him 7-5, and we both just went for everything. It was probably the best game we've had, or certainly had on the stream at the time.
Yeah.
And I think I was 4-0 up against him as well, and he just kept coming back and back.
So you're a bottler.
Yeah. It doesn't look good for me, does it? What was it? 3-0 up against Boone, 4-0 up against Taylor, 5-0 up against Neil, 6-0 up against Tony.
Yeah. Do you think maybe it's something you get a bit too comfortable all of a sudden?
I think I would say subconsciously that I probably start to play a little bit too fast. I play fast anyway, but probably just a little bit too fast, and I would say a little too aggressive as well sometimes, when you could just maybe put your foot on the neck a little bit more and play a safety here or there, but I just don't like doing it.
Yeah.
I play pool to entertain myself. I get bored when I get weighed down with tactical pools, so if I get beat that way, that's fine, but I'd rather not. If I see the finish, I'm going for it.
I completely agree. I don't know if he's watching or not, but I had my welcome to Elgin moment, actually, from Ben Royan. First time ever showing up to play for the Harbour Inn, 2 years ago, was it? Showed up to my first ever practice frame. It was against Ben, and he fudged me to death. And I was like, right, okay, that's how pool gets played up here. So that just got me going, right, okay, so I'll just have to sort of play sensible pool. We're not just going to go for it and have fun and entertain ourselves like you said there, Scales. Has to be a bit more serious. All right, okay.
That's why I'm quite happy playing in the lower league and Elgin and stuff. I'd rather enjoy my pool and have a beer on a Wednesday night than take myself or my pool too seriously.
See, Boo's been listening to me here. He's just going out. Let's just turn the screw. Let's let Mark chase things, and then when he leaves an opportunity, just keep things tight. Develop your any bad ball you might have. Hope for 2 shots and then take out the finishes.
It's very similar to how he started playing against me as well when he wasn't. I mean, I think he actually played took out a couple of better finishes against me than he maybe.
He took out
has.
very good finishes
Yeah,
against you.
but it was the same sort of thing. If I didn't take it out, it was very difficult for me after that because of the way he played and some really nice. It wasn't even like fudging as such. It was more a contain and safety.
Yeah.
That it wasn't difficult for me to hit my red, but when I hit it, it was leaving him everything. So
Yeah.
it was just a little bit more experience at these longer races. I mean, Boo was saying to me in there, he's been playing in these SPA events for like 4 years now, and I know he's been putting a lot of time and effort into his game, which is showing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we were saying that he was queuing really nicely against you, really confidently. And here we go again. He's looking at another opportunity for a safety. Do you try and play the yellow off the bottom cushion to get behind those yellows, or do you just play the yellow that he's sort of aiming at? Yeah, see, this is the one I would do.
I think you've called it right there. I think if you're going to play safe, that's the one to play. It just opens up a little bit. So has he left him that in the corner though?
I mean, he's
having a look at it.
He's got a potting angle, but again, this is the kind of thing going, all right, you chase that.
Yeah.
If he gets it, fair enough. You know, it's a worldie, he deserves it. This kind of plays into his hands a little bit. Yeah. So has he got an angle now where he can develop his yellow?
I think he should be maybe looking at that. Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Oh
no, not really.
No.
Nah, you can try and play into it half ball, but you're not going to really achieve anything. I think keep it tight.
I think I'll be playing maybe the same one that he's just played off the bottom rail and trying to get in behind the yellows again.
What's he looking at here?
Double?
I don't know. Alright, we're going to stay on this screen, see what he decides to do.
Screwing into it anyway. Must be stealing a bit of the pocket, yeah. A bit of reverse side. Opened it up nicely. Hasn't left himself an easy shot here, but like you said, Gav, the way he's been queuing, you would still have to fancy him for this, wouldn't you?
Yep. So it's maybe so it's a deceptively steep angle. I think he might be going close to his bottom yellow if he plays it with top, so it's kind of hard to hold this one.
And he's played that almost perfectly.
Yes. If he's got the one in the middle, then he's probably prime. If not, then he'll maybe have the yellow furthest to the right. I think that's the two better options rather than cutting the left-hand one.
Maybe a slight bit the one on the bottom and a slight bit of left if you can't see this. The one in the middle is definitely.
Yeah,
if
he's
he
got
can
it.
slide past that, he's.
Yeah. So I think if you've got the middle ball, I would take that one, and then presumably.
He's screwing into it, so it's obviously can't.
He's played that nicely. What's that? Was that kiddo? Do you want to go again? Is it not? It is. That's in the shades on, is it not? I don't know. Stop swearing. My God. Okay. Yep. So sorry, we just had someone banging on the door rather than pushing the bell. Okay. So left hand middle, bottom left. Mark, get your head out the way, and yeah. So you can either roll it forward a bit, stun it back. Yeah, okay, so then he's probably going to play the black into the left middle, I think, with the angle he's left himself. Yeah, there you go. Okay. And that looks like it'll be 2-all. 2-2. Okay. Okay, folks. Sorry, just a bit distracted there. Hi, Scott. How you doing, bud? Alright, so Mark is reds. I'm guessing his plan is to cut this red nearest the middle pocket all the way down to the bottom. Just a big shot. And then I don't know how he's going to get on his other one. So yeah, he's just kind of... It's almost like he's potting balls for the sake of it sometimes, but he's landed perfectly there.
That's actually worked out and it'd be a very nice shot.
Yeah. It seems like he's just sort of attacking until he can't attack anymore with no real plan once it gets towards the end, which it's worked out on this occasion, but he'll need to just be a little bit aware of what he's trying to do. So it could go wrong like really quickly. That's a great shot there from Boo. He's put him in absolute jail. Right. So one cushion. You try and hit the red near the middle of the pocket, I think, because you don't want to move the other one. Yeah, that is a great shot.
That really well, yeah.
Nice shot.
But again, and this is what Boo did with me. It's you've hit your red, but they're there. The yellows are there if he wants to go for it.
Yeah.
I think that's just a slightly awkward one on the right hand side, just for transitioning between balls. I mean, you've got that one on the bottom left, but it's not really an issue. You can kind of roll that in and beyond something.
Yeah. I
Would
think
you
he's
punch
gonna
across and try and develop it?
Yeah, he's gonna. I wouldn't
Or
develop it.
Try to get on it.
Yep. Just got to mind not to get out, not to go, not to go in the middle bag. So he's played that really nicely. You could do with being maybe 2 or 3 inches further away from it, but it's actually not bad for getting down.
And would you what one would you be playing on next? Would you play on the one on the left hand side rail, or would you be a bit more aggressive and screw into it? And
I don't. Well, I mean, yeah, screw into it, but you don't have to screw into it a lot because it's just quite a dainty shot. So you're really
the
just
one next to the black.
Yeah. You're not. You don't have to do too much with it. So it's not really an aggressive shot per se. It's just a little bit of soft stunt. So now though is where he needs to sort of figure out how he's going to go about these 2 yellows. Because naturally I think he's going to cannon into the one furthest to the right, which is handy for hanging on to the ball to put it in the left corner, bottom left. But then what are you going to do with that ball? I'm not sure.
Could he perhaps, if he gets the kiss right, play the skill shot straight away?
It's definitely an option. Let's see what he's doing here. Okay.
Now does that one furthest one on the right go into the corner? That's tight, is it?
Yeah. I think he's maybe going to have to play the one nearest the black spot first.
Just slightly running away from him.
Yeah, depending on the angle, if you can get on the yellow on the left-hand cushion, then he can do that. Now he can play it forward and drop on the yellow to pot it into the right middle. And then you've got black in the left middle, and he's taken out a really nice sort of composed and quite precise finish if he takes this one out. So he's just checked there if he comes too far that he can also pot it into the top left corner. So he's just minding his options. I think he maybe opted to try and go for the top left corner. Now I think you've probably got to play it top right and leave yourself the black, maybe top left depending on the angle, or if you can hold it for the middle. Yeah, you can hold it for the middle, fair enough.
Yeah, so he's potting confidently, he's enjoying the table. He knows that if he's cueing well that they're going to go, so
So you heard, you might not have heard it here, but there was a big tap of the cue from Mark there. Again, this one, much like the semi-final, played in really good spirits. A lot of good people in the Elgin and Keith Pool leagues, and it seems to be quite harmonious for the most part.
yeah.
I think anytime you see any sort of slagging, it's mostly just between Elgin players ripping each other.
Yeah. Nah, most stuff that you see is a bit of banter. Everybody's got a good bit of respect when it comes to the actual playing of the games.
Yeah, that is one thing that I have noticed from being in this league, is that you don't really get any of that sort of distraction type behavior and all that kind of thing. So I was saying here actually that in your match versus his, he plays a little bit further in from the rail in his break and tries to not quite hit as much of the second red, whereas you break pretty much as wide as you can and try and hit as much of that second red as you can.
Yeah.
You were both having really good splits, like kind of mixed results, and there was always one like sort of sticky ball.
I just find if I break like that, it's very, very rare that I'll pot the white, because I'm trying to come almost directly, like a 90 degree almost off the side cushion with the white once I've hit the pack.
Yeah.
And it just seems to stop the white going in. If I'm not breaking well, I do get a lot of dry breaks with the balls spread everywhere.
Yes.
that can be the issue. But yeah, when it's working, it's great.
Yeah. I've just started experimenting with the cut break. Was at the Interleague recently, and I was getting horrible layouts and stuff, and I went, right, enough of this. I went back to the middle of the table, smashed it, got 4 bars down, and went, all right, okay.
Yeah.
I'll stick with this for now.
No, I say I was always it's only in the last probably 6 months or so that I've been more of a cut breaker, and it's purely because I was finding that I was losing the control of the white too much. It's just easier. I find if I do the cut break, the white is in the middle of the table, and you've got an easier layout.
Yeah. See Boo here again. Oh, see, and the shot he just played before that was fantastic. You know, when you're coming half the length of the table and you literally land on a 10-pence piece. He's just gotten a bit close to the black here to have a full range of options with what he can do with the cue ball. Let's have a quick look at the other camera, see what angle he's working with. Yeah, so he might try and cut it, go into the cushion and kick the red out. The only problem is your options are not guaranteed. You might get a bit sticky. See, he's maybe going to try and cannon it full ball, hope that it maybe opens up into that bottom left-hand pocket, and if not, then he has a higher chance of being on the red into the opposite right. So, yeah, it's not a terrible idea, this one. If you can hit it full ball.
Pace, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, he wants to hit it full ball so that basically the red goes where the yellow was. So that was the danger, but has he got it?
Looks like there's a gap.
He might have it, so it's difficult to tell from this camera angle, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's the problem that we've got, James. There's still a few guys within Elgin that like to enter the SEPF events. So ones of us who don't play that and only play the SBA, we just affiliate through Keith instead. So that's why, for instance, I was playing tonight. I'm from Elgin. I play in Elgin, but I affiliate with Keith for the SPA stuff.
Oh no!
Oh no, that's a mistake from Boo. Very uncharacteristic tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the reason I would be very surprised to see Elgin joining the SPA while we're able to affiliate through Keith. Just gives everybody the option to play whatever pool they want.
Really good idea. Right. So there's no harm here, I suppose, in kind of taking a bit of time and trying to actually go for the pot. Ideally, you're just looking to get it.
Just make
Get
sure
the
you
hit.
hit it, isn't it? Yeah, because you don't really want to open that 2 yellows.
I think that's unavoidable, to be honest. Oh, I see what you mean.
yeah,
Yeah, you don't
if
want
he
to hit the
misses it,
yellows.
yeah,
Eye,
and-
sorry. Oh, and he's worried
He's
too
missed
much
that on the
about
right
getting the
side, though,
pot
I
in angle than he has about hitting it full ball. So that can happen.
Very easily, yeah.
So let's see what
Certainly
he's
not
left.
Top-ins, though.
No, there's
It's,
work
still
to
a
be
bit of
done
work,
here.
Yeah, it's this first shot is extremely important for him. This will determine if he's going to have the chance to go for it, or if he's going to have to play a little bit safer.
Yep, for sure.
Would you consider putting the black Safe here, Gav, for your first shot.
Oh dear, what's he? Okay.
That's okay, he's still on one.
For a second, I thought that had all gone horribly wrong. It's like, oh no. No, I probably would have lifted the white and found something better to do. Left those 2 yellows as a shield, and then decided if I want to play another safety or not. That's probably what I would have done. If I'm playing a match like this, and you're playing a match play player like Boo, and you've got the ability and the understanding of how to do match play pool, then I think you've got to do the same thing, really. So this looks fine.
Yeah.
He's done really well here.
First shot that we weren't too sure about, but from there it's turned out quite nice. I think I would take the bottom with the 2 and just leave myself an angle on the one above it to come round off a couple of cushions and get the yellow, all 3 balls into the same pocket basically.
I think the yellow goes in the middle, does it not?
I'm not sure, I just thought with the angle.
Oh, maybe it doesn't.
Yeah, just...
Fair enough. The way he's playing it, looks like, yeah. That's a nicely judged shot.
That's
there.
very good, isn't it?
He played that so confidently. I suppose, yeah, when your game is the attacking game, those are the kind of shots that you revel in, don't you?
He's taking this out very nicely.
Trendy with the bold prediction of 3-3. Oh, he can tell the future.
Yeah. But yeah, I've seen Trendy saying a few comments back there that Boo knows he'll get his chances. But like he says, Taylor is absolutely no mug, and if you start giving him the chance to rattle frames off, he will take it. As you see there, that was a pressure frame. And he didn't seem to show it at all, did he?
Yeah, it looked pretty comfortable. Oh, there you go. Russell just saying that it's similar to what you were talking about earlier.
He was one of the, and I was thinking, oh, he's bound to crumble soon, because I was playing so well. I was like, he's bound to crumble, and he just kept coming back and kept coming back and kept coming back, and just couldn't fight him off. As I say, as you've seen with that finish, he just doesn't seem to. He doesn't seem to miss under pressure. His game's just the same all the time. If the balls are there, he's going for them.
I know this is a daft question, but you and Russell are brothers, right?
Yeah.
Aye, okay.
Just I try not to let people know that.
Right. Yeah, see, so Mark definitely not getting the best of the breaks. As you were saying there about the cut break. So the cut break's definitely working best so far. But Mark's just going to go for on. Right, see, straight away now I'm going, I tried, now I'm just going to rein myself in and see what I can do to develop a couple of bars. I'd probably just play these 2 yellows in between the 2 of them, open them both up, leave the white on the cushion. Yeah, just something like that.
Did he go for the double?
I think he probably did.
Pretty good white.
It's the same idea as what I had, but then yeah, with the option, or the possibility, of possibly potting the yellow.
Yeah.
So Boo here might just try and, he's going to try and develop his reds, is he? No.
Just take the pocket.
Cover the back,
that's
okay.
A good shot.
That's fine. It looked like he was loading it with side to maybe kiss his reds, but it was maybe just the camera playing tricks on me.
I think it's that one up with the yellow is just slightly awkward for him, isn't it? I think he'd be looking for an opportunity to maybe take that out.
It's a nice shot from Mark there. I think it's a free shot now for Boo to develop his 2 reds. He can play the red almost like a plant up to the top right and bring the white back down to where it is now. Yeah, something like that. It's a nice shot.
I think he'll maybe be looking at the plant in the middle here, Taylor. No, he's going for that one. I thought he might have tried to get that yellow out of where the reds are, but
I think he's got a potting angle here. Yeah.
Yeah,
is that a good result?
Yeah.
I'm guessing the yellow highest up the table goes into the middle.
Yes, that's what I was quite interested to see.
Let's have a look. Let's get the lay of the land.
I would say so, Gav, yeah. I would say that goes, which is a massive one for Mark.
Yeah, let's have a look at what he's measuring here. So I think he's wondering. I think he's going to try and double this yellow that's in trouble. I think he's going to try and double it into the bottom right. Yeah, he was measuring it up. It's a big shot,
Like
this.
it went from there, but oh, he's played that.
Oh, you rolled out. You saw that. It rolled in and it rolled out.
Yeah, I thought that.
Right, does Boo's
Wow.
red go in the middle bag? No, it doesn't, so
don't
he'll
think
have to
so.
develop that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Could he do it now? Screw into the middle and come across the table?
that's a good idea. It's an interesting idea. Yeah, I think that's maybe worth a punt. Or you can maybe come in and out of bulk, depending on which angle you've got.
I think he could.
Yeah, you're probably
think
right.
you
You
could
probably
have got a
screw into it direct. Just worried though. I mean, if you come into it in and out of bulk from behind, you've got more places the red can go.
Mhm.
But yeah, this is probably the right shot to play. Yikes!
Slight bit of fortune there. That was maybe never on though to go in off, but
Yeah, oh, yeah, it
it
would have
looked
been ripped
pretty
off.
close there, didn't
Yeah.
it?
Fortune favors the brave. So now, do you play the plant into the bottom right, or do you just play the two up the top first and back yourself to get your positioning right? Because his position has been superb so far.
I think you're probably right, but I think it's probably the best option to take that 2 out and work your way down, isn't it?
I think you
Because
take
you've
top
got a
right,
little bit of angle on that
Yeah.
that plant.
top right, top left. Yeah, that's nice.
Excellent. He's definitely got the pace of the table now, anyway.
Yeah, then you play that plant. So if you leave yourself sort of a nice angle, you can play the plant and drop between the red and the black ball to essentially play another plant.
Mhm.
And if all goes well, then you've got the black into the right hand middle, and Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, no, I think you've called that pretty well there, Gav. I can't see it going any. Well, that's
Oh,
a little bit more angle than.
okay.
I think I would have been looking at it the same way you did there, Gav.
I think, yeah, but I can see what he's going to do here. Now he will plant this one, and then with the last red, he's going to come along the bottom cushion to play the red into the same pocket. It's difficult queuing.
Yeah, and I think
Because of where he's landed.
It's quite a stretch as well, isn't it? I think
That's going to be hard. We might see a behind the back. Oh
well,
no,
it
he's
looks
going
like
to play
coming off the
cushion.
cushion first, yeah.
Can you play behind the back?
I can actually, yeah. Much
Yeah.
more. I can barely hold the cue if I try to play right-handed.
Ah,
So I would much rather play behind the back.
so this is a good shot here. Cushion first.
Bit of side on it, I think.
Oh, well, he's had
That
a
was
result
always a
there.
risk, yeah.
He's had a result. That could have gone horribly wrong. I did think when he was queuing it, I thought he was going to come a bit thin there. That's how it looked. I think here though, with how he's queuing, do you stun this one? I'd probably be trying to roll it
I
through
think I'd be rolling it through, Gav.
with a bit of top right. Yeah, something like that.
Not an issue, really, was it?
So I've got
Again, you've still got to be wary of this black. It's not a certainty, but I think Boo's composed enough that it won't be an issue.
I'll let you have some of the mic.
Were you hogging there?
Yeah.
There he
nice
goes,
shot.
yeah.
Okie dokie. 5-4. Sorry, 4-3.
4-3.
Getting ahead of myself.
Well, Taylor was taking one off of Boo there.
It's a good effort. That's an interesting strategy.
Taylor was put off straight away, Gav, when I told him that he had to go blue.
Oh,
He
right.
was disgusted.
A Don's fan, is he?
Yes, a Don's fan.
Oh.
No, in fact, no, he's a Celtic fan.
Oh, that'll
So
that
blue's
was
even
way-
worse, yeah.
Is that Mark just taking a break from the table? Is it?
He's just away through to the bar there, yeah.
Right, we're going to turn off the mic for a moment, folks, while I munch on some more crisps, and we'll be right back. Okay, folks, a rare dry break there. I think that might be his first dry break of the game. I mean, the first tempting thing looks like playing the plant on the yellow into the red near the middle, but those two reds sort of to the right of the black spot are problematic. Oh, he's going yellows.
Yes,
right,
I think I would have
okay.
still wanted reds, Gav, yeah. I know what you're saying, they were definitely problematic, but I think it would have been a chance to develop them, whereas now with the yellows it's...
I think he's just going to play the plant of the yellows. Well, I think the plan is to get onto them, plant the yellows down the rail and try and just get control of that pocket. He's had a result there, to be honest with you. That probably works out better for him than his all-out attack.
I think I would say so. That doesn't look... But that top ball looks slightly further right. It wasn't an easy plant there, was it?
Yep.
You had to be really, like, quite close to it, quite well on it.
I think the pool gods reined him in for his own benefit there. At some point, you have to be tempted by the skill shot into that bottom corner. Or it might even be now, to be honest with you, while all the yellows are going to be really difficult to deal with in one shot. Yep, this could be the time. Oh, he's playing the double.
Yeah.
Okay. He's played that well. Yeah, he has got the measure of the table, doesn't he?
Taylor just wants to develop this straight away.
Cushion first, is it? No, it's gone that way. Okay. That's actually a nice enough shot.
It's that one that's closest to the white now. I would say that's his... Obviously the one on the top rail isn't ideal, but that's his problem ball really, is this one next to the right. I think he's looking to see if it goes up the top. Maybe play this one in the middle and then... Or could you play this one in the middle and then the one along the bottom rail and flick up into the yellow?
Yeah, you maybe could. Oh, he's going for that
he's
one
gone
now.
For it up the top, yeah.
Okay. Or 3-ball plant it.
Yeah, another good option.
Because then that actually gives you a better angle for coming for your red down on the bottom cushion.
Yeah, 100%. You just need to make, as long as you hit it hard enough, you get that first red back out. I think that's the perfect shot, Gav. I think you've called that well.
I think he's going up top.
Yeah, I think he is, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think I didn't see it immediately, but I think you were probably right there. I think positional wise it was probably the best option. I mean, they still all go. He's got a long one here next to the black, I believe.
And actually, yeah, if he gets this one, I'm surprised he's playing it with bottom. Oh, wow, okay, he's queuing well. Don't leave yourself Chinese again. He's had a couple of landings like that.
Yeah. But I mean, he doesn't need to. He can play that one in the middle now and go up the top.
Yeah, I'd play the plant here. Take your medicine. But he's maybe feeling a bit stubborn.
Okay. Well, it looks like you can see a bit more of the cue ball than we thought. Definitely. But a lot of reverse side on that though.
Let's see what he's left himself.
He's punching the yellow here. I'm surprised he's left that one up the top for last, to be honest. But
yeah. Do you ever find though that sometimes when you're playing someone who's all out attack, that you then start to mimic them, and you sort of go away from? Mind you, though, you're kind of all out attack yourself.
I'm the guy that people do that against.
Yeah, but I found that when you see your opponent doing it, and they're maybe playing a little bit loose, that you go, okay, well, I've maybe got a bit of room to attack this, whereas normally you wouldn't if your opponent was more measured. So I wonder if that's maybe a little bit of what's going on there. But I like your shot here. Stun into that yellow. So leave yourself the angle to then punch up into bulk area.
It looked like he was looking to screw between the red and the yellow there, the angles that he was looking at. I think he's now looking at punching and going into it, yeah. I mean, you don't need to go into it hard. Just stun across and roll it down the rail a little bit.
Oh, he's playing that plant. He's not trying to come through the gap between the yellows. He is. I don't think
that's the shot.
I mean, it's a sexy shot, but I don't know if it's the right shot.
There's a lot of risk there, isn't there? Especially with where that last red is.
So he's going to try and screw out. That's a nice enough.
Oh,
don't do it again.
Oh my word, he's not had a lot of luck. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. He would have had to top through anyway, but it's just a little more awkward than it needed to be.
Yeah.
Personally, I think the easier shot was, or the one that guaranteed better position, was just punching into that yellow and knocking it down the rail a little bit. But he's still good there. He just needs to.
Yeah. He's got a bit of a safety net, and Mark's got 3 tricky yellows, although he does have a lot of easy yellows to develop them. He's played this one quite. I think he's played that spot on, has he?
Yeah, I would say
Maybe.
so. Yeah, I think the table's fast enough that you can just top it through without having to hit it too hard,
Yeah.
and you're on the black. So
Top left.
yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
Nicely done.
That was the shot. The transition up to that one on the top rail was always going to be the one that he needed to make sure he got right, and he did. So yeah, good.
5-3.
Good frame.
Awesome.
I'd say I think this is just where you can see just a little bit of experience he's kind of taken out, and it was probably the same. It's hard to judge a game when you're playing in it, but it was probably the same in my game as well. He just that little bit of experience when the frames maybe don't quite, or the balls don't quite develop your way. Boo seems to be the favourite in every one of those frames in this match so far.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Scales, I'm a bit torn. I'm kind of wondering where my roast chicken dinner is, but then I'm also kind of wanting to see the end of this match.
No, she's maybe watching and listening, and your roast chicken's been burnt. And
I love you, babe. Well, that's more like
that's
it.
a monster.
Oh, don't go in, black ball, or don't sit there either.
Oh wow!
And he's not
on
gone.
anything either.
That's disgusting. Look at the reds. That's absolute tap-ins if he had a shot. Wow.
I think would you just be trying to flick that red and leave the white?
Or, well, it's Mark. He'll take the red near the bulk line and double it into the middle.
Yeah, that's true. You've got to get reds, though, don't you? If he doesn't get reds here,
yeah. If you don't get reds, it's over.
What's there?
What?
Black's just dropped.
If it was after a certain amount of time, I think it just gets taken out and put back. I think if it's been stationary for more than it's between 5 and 10 seconds, I believe.
That's what we're saying. I think it just goes back out.
Yeah. So that was Boo just coming to confirm.
Yeah, Taylor's a bit upset that this has just cost him another 50 pence.
Yeah, I would be too. It's a sore one.
I hope it drops in again.
Go through and stamp your feet. Right. Yeah, I think he's just gonna. Oh, what's he? Is he attacking this somehow? Oh no, he did just roll up on it. Okay, that's the right shot. That's the right shot there. What can?
Yes, I think that's what I would have been trying to play. That's so important to get on the reds.
I think here he's gonna maybe play the yellow down the rail, put the white right back where it is.
Just screw back a couple inches.
The only problem with that, though, I suppose, is that it will nudge that red away from the cushion. But I mean, you can't have everything. You need to just protect from the.
Just got to make sure he hits a cushion.
Aye, so that's fine. The white hit.
Could you play the plant? Can you see that one over the middle, or could you plant the yellow onto the one in the middle?
Oh yes, he can. Yes, he can. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, dear. That's gonna hurt.
That for this frame, I think.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Oh, sorry, just go back again. That red goes in the middle. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Okay. Righty-ho. That red in the middle might have to be your opening shot. I mean, in this situation, priority has to be to make sure that you get the reds. So don't take any risks. Take the easiest ball you can and figure it out from there.
Yeah, I think he's just joining the dots there by the looks of things, working out his pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And as you said, Gav, that's the important shot that he's played there, isn't it? Getting making sure he gets on the reds.
Okay. He's left himself a little bit hampered here, which I think was
surprised.
avoidable.
Yeah, I was quite surprised to see him screwing that. I thought he would have maybe just rolled it through and left so he could get his hand completely on the table. Slightly awkward, but looks to be in control. As you said, he's cueing very, very well, so he doesn't seem to be affected when it's slightly awkward.
It's hard to get an exact idea of what angle he's got here, but he seems to be comfortable enough. So I'm assuming this is one that you can just sort of stun over to the left-hand side. You need to be kind of weary So that's fine enough, actually. You can just screw off the left-hand cushion. Because if you were too far the other side and your only option was to sort of go towards the right, then you're going to be in trouble.
He's still not too happy with that, though.
He's not. He finished
Is it
well short of where he intended.
Would it be an option to take the one closest to the pocket first and then just leave that one up the top?
If he has the angle, then yeah, probably.
He's going for this. I think you just punch it off.
It's the safer shot.
I think the problem is that he's
ideal.
playing so well that he's disappointed when he's a couple of inches out of position.
So now here for me, I think I'm playing across and back over. Don't try and hold for it, and don't try and play for the gap on the left-hand rail.
Would you
play this with a bat pace.
Right-hand side on it as well, or?
I'd worry about that because then you could possibly cannon into those yellows. I think I would play this just a touch. I think that's
risky, isn't it?
Yeah, I would just be aiming to come off the left-hand cushion just above those yellows and back out again.
Yeah, I think it's thin enough that that's not really an issue, is it? Like you say, you could offer the two cushions and back, but no, he's played for the gap.
He's played it that way, and that was the danger.
And they had the right hand. That's what I said with the right-hand side, and you called it.
Yeah, but I suppose
still
it's
an easy
easy
hit, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's not worked out the worst for him, but yeah, it's okie dokie, 6-3.
Yeah, a long way back for Mark now. As you said, he's all out attacking, and when he's flowing, but he's not quite. He's just missing the odd shot here and there, and Boo's became his clinical self again. He's just taken out the chances. Although the thing is there, I think if Taylor gets that plant, that's his. At the start of the frame, if he plants that yellow onto the red, he's taking them out as well.
Yeah. Well, you'll be happy that your score prediction is still possible.
Yeah, no, I think it was it was always going to be difficult for Taylor to push Boo all the way, and he really, really had to be at the top of his game and taking out these finishes. He's just not quite he's not quite at his top level. I don't think he'll mind me saying that. He has still taken out some nice finishes, but as we've keep saying, I think Boo's experience at playing these longer formats in these matches is just starting to show a little bit.
I think when he had the chance to go 2-0 up with a very wide open table and he didn't, that'll have given Boo like a good boost. Oh my lord, wow, he's not got much here off of this break.
And again though, Gav, it's like you said, the breaks have been a massive thing. Even that last frame with Taylor left himself absolutely nothing with the reds all sitting.
Yeah.
And it's just made a bit of a difference as well.
Yeah, definitely. Jeez.
Is he trying to go and plant that? Yeah. Cut that yellow in the middle. Must just be able to see enough of it.
Yeah. Well, why nay? When you're 6-3 up, you can afford to take a couple of those. So wow, okay, so he might be on this yellow near the bottom left. If he is, he can get on the one for the right middle and open up his other yellow, because I think the yellow at the top he'd need to leave to get on the black into the right middle.
He's looking at it, so I presume that it looks like he should just be able to see enough of it.
So that is the plan just now, folks.
Oh yeah, you can see that.
Bottom left, right middle, hopefully get a nice break open of his other yellow. See, that's just a confidently played shot. Just trusted the table, trusted his cue, and dropped it in. This is.
What sort of pace are you hitting this at, Gav? Are you just tapping it enough to knock the red away from the yellow, or are you going into them a little bit harder to? I
think if you can hit that thin enough, I'd go into it harder, try and push through that red. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. So. And
he should just screw it and get off the. Did you come off of two cushions in between the?
So
between the little triangle there in the corner.
I see what you mean about coming far into that bottom right hand corner. Yeah, the one.
Yeah, that's just what he's looking at. Yeah.
See, doesn't it feel good when you sort of try and predict a shot and they look at it?
I can predict them, I just can't play them, Gav.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. Yeah, it's got to find the fine line here. Good pace. Oh no, so it's difficult. Scales, that was terrible shot selection. I don't know what you were thinking, pal.
That That's how I would have played it as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was probably the right way to do it. So, yeah, he's looking at just going, he's going to try and, pot it in the top
I
right.
think it's one of them as well, isn't it?
There's
I mean,
no
the
harm in
pot, the
going for
potting
this.
angle is almost full ball anyway, so
Yep.
you just make sure you hit it, don't you?
Yeah, which he has, so he's
Yeah.
fine. Okay, Mark.
Very good chance. Come on,
Yeah.
Marky, let's show us what you've got. Get
The,
another frame.
the only bad ball isn't even bad because you can plant it. I suppose the one on the
Yeah.
far left you would call your bad ball, and it's not that bad.
No.
So
So you want it straight away?
for an attacking player, this is the kind of opportunity you want. So you can't be disappointed by it. Oh, Mark. Well, he's played it with an element of safety.
I think so, yeah.
Idea was right, Scales. Look at you. You're getting all the compliments. Get off my stream.
No, I'm the same as you, Gav. I quite enjoy commentating on these sorts of games. It's so much easier to call the shots with players like Boo and Mark. It's you kind of know what they're going to play. Big chance now for Mark. That was pretty unlucky from Boo. That was a really nice cut.
Yeah, that's another one where
right hand side on it.
it looked like it went in and came back out.
Mm-hmm.
So this is it. It's do or die time.
But it's, I think it
okay.
was you that was commenting on a stream after you'd been at the interleague. The difference between these tables and likes of the Rasson tables. If you are not in the middle of the pocket, they will not go in.
The Rastons were incredible, mate. Don't.
I've never played. Mark's actually got one.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Superb tables. Best table I ever played on, anyway.
Yeah, no, I've never played on one yet. Oh yeah. Trendy's predicting 6-4 here.
Yeah. Oh.
What did I say about them not going in if they're not in the middle of the pocket?
Yeah.
It's the same. It's just getting on that black's not
He's
ideal.
got,
Looks a bit straight on this, maybe. Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna have
Got
to
an angle
screw it up.
punch up.
Yeah.
Steal a bit of the pocket.
Oh, he's gone for the double. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about this one.
I think I would have been deep screwing that red to try and get off a couple of cushions. And
He's potting the yellow here if he goes for the double, I think.
come on, Mark.
Yeah, he's got it.
Yes.
Woohoo.
Get in. Well done.
Right, Trendy, we just need you to predict 7-6 to Mark now.
Or Boo, I don't really mind. I'd be happy for either to win, but I'm quite enjoying it, so the more frames the better. Hopefully you're right, Trendy. You say I said 7-3 or 7-4, but I'd love to see it going all the way. And Taylor's proved again there that if he gets in the balls, he's still more than capable of taking them out. Just needs a little bit more luck on his break. It's absolutely killing him at the moment.
Oof.
Break and dish required.
That's
It's like
better.
a sledgehammer, isn't it?
That was better. And he's had nothing.
Oh, the yellow's
Oh, he
gone.
did. Oh, yellows. Okay.
I think either or both. I think it'd have to be yellows,
Yeah.
just with the one on the left-hand side.
Yep. But it's easy enough to get on from the putting the ball into the left middle.
Yep.
So yeah, gotta go yellows here. This is an attack and pool player's ideal situation, I think.
Mm-hmm. Just steady himself, no. I mean, it's rich from me, but just steady himself, nothing too fast.
Yeah, drop that one in. It's a nice shot. So now just
Yeah, you're right there, Adam. It was a really good finish from Mark in the last frame.
I wonder if he's gonna hold for the one in the bottom. Yes, he is. Okay.
I was the same. I wasn't sure if he was going to play for the one on the
Yeah.
side there. Yeah,
But I think this is actually, now that I think about it,
it's the black.
getting from the yellow onto the black.
Mm-hmm.
Unless the black doubles in the middle, then we know it's a cert.
I think it does. I would say
have a
from
wee
there
look.
it does.
It's dicked, but if anyone knows, it's Mark.
Yeah.
You might try and screw onto it now. No, so he's done what we thought. Okay. But that's
I
actually...
mean, if he leaves himself enough angle, he can come right across and play the black up the top rail.
Yep, certainly can.
He doesn't need to...
Nothing too special. Oh, he's...
Yeah,
he has made it.
fine there.
Okay.
Or, I mean, he's probably got... If a bit at bottom right-hand side, you can screw between these two reds and get top side of the black.
Absolutely right. Oh.
Either,
Okay.
That's fine. Nothing wrong.
Drop the black in the middle here, I think.
One good pot, Taylor. Oh, he's looking at the double.
This is a cross double, though, between two reds. Yeesh, with the black close to the pocket. Oh, he's doing it. My goodness. What a guy. He's done it.
Yes!
Oh, wow. Well done.
Well done, Taylor. Finally he had a good break.
Yeah.
And
That's
look
what
what
you can do
happened.
with it, yeah.
6-5. Again, Boo's experienced enough to not let that phase him. He knows that he's more than capable of breaking dishing himself in return here, so it's spicing up a little bit though. That's what's so great about these IMs as well. I mean, it's a fiver to enter this competition.
Is it?
And you're getting games against good quality opposition without even having to go down the road to play them either. Huge break from Boo, but he's not really lit. Is he over the one on the bottom? He's not really left himself that much by the looks of things.
No.
Yellows are beautiful, but it's getting on them. Have the tides turned?
Aye, they both seem to be ending up in the bulk area now with the white ball, don't they?
Yeah, Boo, it's like you say, it seems a little bit less of a cut break that he's adopted in this match. I don't know. It was obviously something he wasn't happy with in his match against me, which I'm quite surprised at because the balls were spreading quite nicely. I thought he would have been quite keen. But I mean, like you said, they've spread lovely there. He's just been a bit unlucky.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you can cut the yellow in the middle, but I think it's too far.
Yeah, it would be risky, wouldn't it? Is he
Cutting
playing
the
this
red.
off the yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice shot.
Okay.
I mean,
Let's see. Is that red? I think on the bottom cushion. It does go.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
It's that one on the right hand side next to the yellows, probably the most awkward one.
I think you could say that two of them are awkward because that ball on the bottom cushion, whilst you might be able to get on it with that yellow being there, it'd be difficult to get out onto positioning for another ball again.
It's almost got to be your last one, wouldn't it? I'm not quite sure. There isn't really even a safe shot. Go for this up the rail and hang it, but it's more a containing shot. It's not really.
I think that red closest to the black. He's had a look. So get control of the table. Oh, it's a bit short.
I think he hung that. I don't think he went for that.
Yeah, but then if it went in, the red nearest the black, I think he was going to put down the bottom left, trying to take control of the table.
The problem he's got there is that he hasn't really taken that pocket.
Yeah.
That's.
Does the yellow go at the bottom?
I think
No,
I
it
would.
doesn't.
Would you risk playing the plant here on the black spot over the one over the pocket and try and open the yellow up on the rail?
Well, Mark certainly would. He's played it controlled. So that's a fine shot.
Excellent shot. And even if that had went, he still had a shot there. He's played that really nicely.
See, Mark's thrown us off now. We're trying to decide what's the best attacking shot to play. And he's like, I'm going to play a safety, guys. What are you on about? Don't try and commentate on me. I see that's another good shot there from Boo.
Yeah, I think it's another one of them from Boo here, isn't it? That he's saying, right, come on then, Taylor. Let's if you're going to take it, take it. I think I'd be playing the plant and trying to kiss into the red on the right hand side rail here.
I think so. I think it's worth attacking this.
Yep, he's got it.
He's been so unlucky. You can play the double though, the double plant. Is that just too Mark Taylor?
I think I might play the plant, the one along the rail with a bit of left-hand side too.
Yeah.
As well, just because obviously it gives it the chance of a bigger pocket, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty sure the yellow does go past. Yeah,
oh, quite
quite
easily.
comfortably.
Yeah, it didn't look as open as that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just roll this one in and play the long one on the bottom cushion across to this one, but it's it's the transition between the one on the side and the one on the top, isn't it? It's the
I mean, you could make it a little bit easier by going cushion first and kicking that red out a bit. Just gives you more path to work with.
Right, okay. Get round it.
Oh, wow.
That was a risky shot for me.
Yeah.
He could be does it go past into the bottom corner? Perhaps. He could be in trouble after this.
He's gone in the middle. That is bonkers. Wow.
That did not look on, did it? That did not look on.
That would have raised the roof.
Yeah.
He's going in the shot of the month
It
video
definitely
again.
Would have been, yeah. So a little bit of thinking for Boo here. Again, that one on the right hand side, just slowing him down a little bit. I don't know if you can try and manufacture an angle from somewhere to try and kiss into it, or move the yellow away from the middle pocket and open it up a bit. But he's certainly got Boo thinking.
So he's decided to play a bit of a containing safety. Yeah, it makes sense. There's not really much Mark can do to get safe against any of these reds.
No, I think I would be playing this yellow next to the middle pocket off the cushion, and then just like that, I would have. Yeah, I think what he played was what I was calling would have been. He's got a bit fortunate there if that black doesn't go.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think I would have. I would have played that shot as well off the rail and try to put the other yellow down the cushion. I think that's what he played. He just didn't quite
down to the bottom right.
Yeah, I just think he didn't quite get on it.
Russell trying to drum up some more business for the Sunday flyer.
We've got one space. We've got one space available for this Sunday. So if any of our listeners are interested, we've got quite a following that comes through from. We've got quite a following comes through from Forest on a Sunday, but they're all playing in the Nairn singles this week. So that's why there's there's one space, but it's 3 or 4 of them. Normally come through for that. Shot Boo.
Good shot.
Again, though, that's very aggressive because he's now opened up that yellow for Taylor as well. If he can't quite get onto that one, yeah, he's just checking this out, see if it drops in the middle.
Yeah. So yeah, hampered queuing again, but he's faced that a lot in this match. So he might opt not to go for it because he's got plenty of opportunities. Yeah, I like this idea. Go for something a bit more sure. It's a nice shot. If he feels like he's got a good enough angle onto the bottom right just now, he could go for it. But I think the way he's queuing and his cue ball control, he probably feels he can get a better angle. Might even aim to, come over to get it into the bottom left.
Yeah, that way it gives him the option that if he doesn't quite get the angle, he can try and develop it. Yeah. As well.
And how's he done it? That's looking really
perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, I think you can just run that through, can't you? Would you come off, just run it through off the bottom cushion, or would you be more of a stun kind of?
I think if you're going to the bottom cushion, it's going kind of down towards the bottom right pocket. Might just try and drop this in. It looks a bit fiddly, but this camera angle can be deceiving.
Yeah,
there you go. Yeah, you played that well. Okay, so that looks like that will be it.
Yeah, no, I didn't need to try and do. You say he's playing quite confidently. Doesn't mind leaving himself these fiddly ones. Perfect.
And there you go.
I tell you what, though, what a game Taylor's given him there.
Yeah.
Boo could have quite easily ran away for a bit there, but he just could not shake him off. So yeah, so that's Boo through to the IM number 2 on the 21st of June, I believe, down in Falkirk. So well done, Boo. Hopefully you do us all proud and play as well as you can.
With his Partick Thistle Q case.
But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in again tonight. Really appreciate it, and keeps inspiring us to keep going. The more people that we can see enjoying what we're doing here, so I look forward to joining him. Yeah, we'll see you on Tuesday night, Mr. Campbell. I think Adam McLeod might have something to say about that, but we'll see.
They both got similar cases, do they?
They're maybe making them, and Keith are Justin Keith. Trendy, are you making these cases for these guys?
Right. Thank you very much, everybody. If you've not already done so, join the Facebook page, and thanks to the sponsors as well: GD Flooring, Elgin Kebab House. What's it? Is it
DNR Resprays?
DNR Resprays. Yeah, excellent. Thanks, everybody. Oh, and Mikey's Line. Yes.
Don't forget about them.
Yes. We've been your hosts, Gavin Davidson, Graeme Scales. Thanks for joining me in the booth, bud.
No problem.
We'll
Anytime.
see you all
Always
next
a
time.
pleasure.